Flash, as many people call him, God. He is the greatest video game player of all time, looking to pick up his first StarCraft 2 win. And then Demaga, perhaps the friendliest gamer of all time and one of the highest skilled, no doubt. Does he have what it takes to beat Flash?
That's right, because Flash requested to come here. He emailed DreamHack and was like, yo, let me play. Because down here, in the bottom right-hand side, it is none other than the ultimate weapon. It is Flash. God, some call him.
A literal god. In the top left, the Ukrainian Zerg, as old school as can be. It is Rokats Demaga.
All right, Artosis, before we got into this game, you were saying some things about Demaga and what we could potentially see.
Yes. Okay,
Unleash the weapon.
Here it is. So I went up and I was talking to Demaga some during the time where the computers weren't working, and we were just kind of going over what he was going to do, and he has this great plan that he says is working like a charm. He's going to open up completely normal. He's going to go into his 3 bases.
Stop teasing me, Tosis.
He's going to grab a couple Evos, and he's going to go for 2/2 upgrades and Baneling speed. And then he's going to use Baneling, Ling, and Speed Overseers. The Overseers are to suck up Widowmine hits, and then he's going to try to roll through in game number 1 with a macro-focused 2/2 Ling Bane timing. Now, the reason why this is such a cool plan is that game number 2 is going to look exactly like that, but it's going to be macro-based.
Wow.
So that's going to keep Flash on his toes. Even if Flash wins game 1, he's going to be thinking, oh, this could be that same type all-in, whereas Demaga's going to play a more normal game then. So I like the plan. I think that Demaga has prepared for this as well as he really can. And I guess all that's left is let's see if Demaga can do it.
Well, okay. First of all, what will Flash be looking for in this game in general?
Well, I think that he's looking at this and saying, okay, this is a Zerg from a country that I don't even really know that well as I'm a pro gamer, and I've never really hit this Ukrainians before, so I think this is why he's opening with Reaper. Whenever I see a Terran player Flash's level open with Reaper against Zerg, I feel like that's a statement that they think they're better than their opponent, and they're going to be checking for cheese a little bit more. So I think he's just going to be looking for things like Roach Warrens, things like mass Lings with speed moving out to try to do one of these weird Baneling busts that we've been seeing a lot of players like Sleep and a few others do.
Yeah.
I think those are the things that he's going to focus on.
The strategy that you described from Demaga, it almost feels like there is nothing that can trigger Flash to know it's coming. There's nothing. Like the ideal world would be a line of wall and tanks and mines, right?
Yeah.
But how is he ever going to build tanks if he knows that he's not playing against roaches? He's never going to build tanks. How is he going to set up so ultimately defensive if he doesn't see this coming?
No, well, there isn't a real way. And, the beautiful thing about what Damaga's overall plan is as well, not just that it looks like a macro build, but if he sees something that's amiss, like let's say he sees a siege tank or two, I bet you that he will switch it up and just play a macro game. Because the beginning is no different.
That SCV will not complete the command center today.
That's rough.
As the Reaper is on the other side of the map, and a reactor had been built on the barracks. Flash is not off to the best start here against Demaga, as the second SCV that came out to try to deal with this is being chased away. The Reaper will eventually push these Zerglings and kill them off, but that command center is a little bit delayed. That's offbeat to where Flash would have usually been.
Flash actually landed his factory not perfectly in line with that reactor, had to cancel the Hellion and put it back. What does that mean?
What does this mean, Artosis?
I don't know. Maybe
Flash
a little bit off?
Mistakes. Flash making mistakes. 1 gas on each main base here for Demaga as he lines up to take his 3rd. And basically, we're just going to be waiting now, waiting to see Damaga's strategy unreveal itself. Just reveal itself. Sorry, this should be a good one. But I'm super interested to see, can Flash sometime in this game deliver something which slows Demaga down from getting to where he wants to be. And the way that Flash is playing, it's only going to be with the first couple of medivacs. And And that's a long time. I mean, maybe if he's lucky with the Hellions, but at this level of play, these Hellions aren't and shouldn't be doing anything to the drone line.
That's true, and I don't think that they will do anything to the drone line. He is going up to 6 right now, but if he gets more than 8, I will actually be extremely surprised about that. And if you don't get more than 8, I think the odds of you really doing damage are pretty slim.
Well, he's going to get a queen.
Oh,
Flash gets a queen, and he pulls back the 2 low Hellions on the right-hand side, and he's trying to get a second.
This is some really fancy micro, actually, by both players. The other Hellion coming back from the other side, and could Flash end up getting 3 queens with this?
Well, with that new Hellion there, yes, he will, Artosis. 3 queens.
Wow. Well, you can't complain too much about that, I guess.
And that's, you know, a couple of lava injects missing, a couple of creep spread that isn't happening.
That's kind of a big deal, I would say, especially with the type of strategy that we know that Damaga is planning.
There's only 1 queen out right now.
That's rough.
Across 3 hatcheries, missing lava injects. There's nothing mining on this third. And something that we really didn't expect to see here was Damaga getting slowed down before he could even do anything.
Well, you know, it's still a ways off, and he always can switch what he's up to, you know. That's definitely a strength of Damaga. He doesn't have to stay in strategy X, even if that's his plan to open. Now, a nice little surround going down with these lings. And one thing I do want to point out, Apollo, is that he's about 50% ahead on his 1-1 upgrades from where Flash is at, like halfway done when Flash started. So if he hits 2-2 right away, hits Baneling speed right away, he will hit with a 2-2 versus 1-1 advantage, which is pretty darn big.
His upgrade advantage has not been touched in this game, clearly, but his unit count would have been. When he hits the 2-2 timing, his units will not be at the same number they should have been.
That's very true.
He'll be missing a couple of waves of units, which he should have had. So even though the upgrade timing is absolutely still in the running for it, we're not necessarily going to have the right amount of units. And Flash, I'd say, in a bit of a lead at this point in the game, just by the way things have worked out for him. But
certainly so.
The Spire on its way for Damaga too. Was the Spire part of the plan then?
You know, he did not mention going for that Spire, but notice 2-2 is going to start right away. That Spire could be either he's switching it up and going straight into the mutas, saying maybe this isn't the map, the time, the place, something went wrong. As you said, he shouldn't be able to have as many units as were originally planned. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to actually switch this up a bit right now.
All right, well, the 2-2 upgrades are on the way, but we'll easily find out when he starts Overlord speed, right? If he's going to try to go for this Overseer style.
That's definitely a piece of it.
Well, the scan... Oh, look at that. The Overlord speed just started, Artosis. A scan goes down on the natural, spots the Spire here, so Flash should be down to the wire on his turret timings. He knows exactly when the Mulus will arrive.
And imagine if he does throw up those turrets and no Mutalisks ever arrive. What a fool. Well, we'll see. Damaga is making a decent amount of lings.
Yeah.
Quite a few lings, in fact.
He's got a lot of gas banked up, Artosis.
Yes, he does.
2-2's not that far away. And maybe he's changed back to his original plan upon seeing scan.
I think so.
There's the Overseers.
There they are, 10 Overseers on the way, Apollo.
Whoa.
This is so cool. He makes them right over the Spire, knowing Flash will not stand there again. This is beautiful play by Damaga. He is going to be executing this strategy.
Will it work?
The Spire has fooled Flash. He's making missile turrets. He has no idea what's about to hit him.
All right, right now.
Oh, my God.
A counterattack has been launched. This is to pull Flash back, hopefully, here. Because Flash won't really want to go all the way to the one natural because there's a bunch of units there as well. And he finds out,
uh-oh, Flash.
Evacuate with 16 of those units.
It's having to pick up and run away right now. A 15 supply lead for Damaga here. We do have that 2-2 still on the way. A lot more lings on the way as well, Apollo.
All right, Artosis, it's about to begin.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
The attack's going to be launched from. 18 Banelings get morphed in. Flash adding on additional bunkers here out in the open. I don't think he knows exactly what's coming, but he saw the amount of Banelings there. He's seen no Mulus yet. He's like, what's going on?
He's only going to have 4 Widow Mines out.
The Overseers are going in. The Overseers are going in.
Oh, my God. Here we go, Apollo. Not that many mines out right now. That's a lot of Banelings rolling in. It looks like Damaga may be able to overpower Flash here.
Well, we're about to find out. His Flash is dropping in supply. He does have multiple bunkers, though, that maybe Damaga wasn't quite expecting. but the banelings are causing so much damage here. The Marine count is at 4 Artosis. 4 Marines, 9 are on the way, but currently with the reinforcements coming, Damaga looks in prime shape to pick up map number 1 against Flash. His timing has worked.
His timing has worked so beautifully, Apollo. It looks like Flash holding his ramp at his main right now, but look at this. These SCVs are not long for this world. They're going to be taken out. And Damaga looking just fantastic.
2 upgrades are about to complete, though, in about 20-odd seconds for Flash. Can he hang on until then? Because currently, the Zerglings are wrapped around fully on the Marines, and Flash is dropping in supply below 60 right now, and the reinforcements keep on coming for Damaga. He's up 135 supply. Flash scans his he's like, what the hell? How do you have so many units?
How did this occur? Damaga really knowing this build. Something he's just come up with recently, and that's it. GG. Damaga with a win over Flash in Group Stage 2. Can he get another one?
1 game of 2 that he needs to accomplish. Notice how that he's not over happy. It's not over yet. That's just map number 1.
Yes. Flash could possibly be ready for a move like that next game. Now, here's the question. Because Damaga was saying one of the cool pieces of this is that it looks like a macro game, and in fact, it is up to the point where he doesn't make the mutas and he makes the Overseers instead. But he could go for that again. He could do the same exact thing. I mean, he can decide at the drop of a hat exactly how he wants to play it, and that's so dangerous. Flash is going to have to either hit another scan, maybe get a medevac out there a little bit quicker to scout with.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, Flash has to be a bit rattled that Damaga just brought it to him like that.
And there is the man himself, Flash.
Up here, in the top right, it is Flash.
There he is. There he is. And down here, playing for himself, sponsored by Roccat, it is, of course, Damaga. Oh, hell yes.
Damaga have to be feeling pretty good after that victory. You know, Damaga's such a solid and intelligent player. Always has been. Always will be. He's been a staple of StarCraft in the foreigner scene for, God, how many years now? 10? Something like that? Like, Damaga has always been
10
around.
Years. There's a couple of players that have reached the 10-year mark.
Yeah.
Grubby's a player that's reached the 10-year mark.
Yeah.
Damaga, White Raw.
Oh, certainly White Raw even longer than that.
Who else? I guess technically Paranoid, could come under that category. He's not
yeah,
too
he's
far
right
away
around
from
there.
it, right?
He's right around there. He's an old school guy indeed. But it's awesome to see him be able to actually take down a giant like Flash that way with a completely original strategy. That's his. Like, he was telling me he just came up with that, like, very recently. I forget how long he said, but it couldn't have been more than a couple of weeks ago. And that it's been really killing on the ladder.
There's Vortex, I think it was, and even TLO to some extent, did use a lot of Roach Baneling all-ins with Overlord speed.
Oh, yes, I've seen that. It's very smart.
But Overseers, they're much, much faster.
It's a little bit more all-in in some ways because those Overseers do cost money, so if you end up losing all of them, it's kind of annoying, but you know, it's a cool build, and we'll see what Damaga has planned here for us now. I'm sure he's putting a lot of thought into it. I would not be surprised if he hasn't 100% decided so far how to play.
I think he already would have.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
on Neoplanet S, actually, he in Season 1, where he really made a big splash for himself in the Europe Premier League when he, represented Europe, went to Korea. He was with Korea with us. In the Season 1 finals of WCS, he played a lot of Roach Hydra on this map. A lot. He beat a lot of players. He actually knocked Thorzane away from getting that top 8, or at least top 8 in the regular Premier League on this map with that kind of playstyle. And he kept on doing it. And
do you think that might be what we see here?
Yeah, maybe.
Huh.
Maybe.
All right, I would actually love to see that, because Flash could be caught off guard from something like that as well.
Yeah, this is definitely in Damaga's playstyle book for it to come out. May not happen, but it's definitely up there.
Huh.
8 links being made. That's a lot already, actually.
That is a lot of lings.
Bunker's been built immediately here. The 8 lings, though. 8 lings wrapping around that bunker if there's only 1 or 2 Marines.
Well, let's see what he can actually do with these 8-lings. They're going to get there right before the bunker finishes, it looks like. And the amount of Marines out should be about 2. That's not a whole lot against 8-lings.
All right, well, Damaga.
Or actually, the bunker finishes just the millisecond before they get there. Just runs right past, though, and that is not a full wall up the ramp.
No, it's not.
Huh. Let's see how many SCVs he can actually get killed here. Nice moves here.
Flash pulling a lot of SCVs off there to deal with this. Of course, he's got hardly any
God.
Marines.
Look at this. He's actually... That was... Let's see. That... How many was lost there? He's down to 18 SCVs right now.
Yeah.
So he killed like 3 or 4 right there.
Pretty good job.
Yeah.
Good job there.
Yeah, I can't complain.
I don't think you should ever be in the position to complain, Artosis.
I don't know. I complain plenty. Thank you, though.
Armory, look at that.
Ooh, a Hellbat drop.
Yeah.
Does look like it.
I think we saw this from Flash in his WCS games against Hiver, a Hellbat drop, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed. It's kind of a fun little backup against someone that's somewhat cheesy a lot of the time, because even if you get into some sort of base trade scenario, you're going to kill a lot of drones. So, a neat call here by Flash. Will Damaga get to deal with it well enough? He's got 4 queens already, which is pretty decent.
Well, Damaga's going to poke in here, and on Neoplanet S, the Overlord's going to be able to pick up the double gas scout really easy. And he's headed down to the bottom right. 2 Marines are going to try and stop this. Damaga's trying to get this information. He's very close to finding it. Very, very, very close. There's the starport.
Could he see the armory? Oh, you saw it. That's a huge moment. Well, he should be able to defend this without too much problem. Damaga has always been a player that's willing to make spores and spines. And, you know, back at the height of these Hellbat drops, a single spore and a single spine is how all the top Korean Zergs were dealing with it. Now, will Damaga set something like that up?
Well, only 10 Zerglings at the moment coming out. No additional queens. Nothing that's kind of... Okay, there they are. Spore Crawlers coming in. Just at the right time here.
May just use some combination. Oh, and there's the spines as well. So he's actually... It looks like he's going for completely the standard defense that was used at the height of Hellbat drops.
And if he's able to defend this without taking any losses, he's going to be set up really nice, because not only is the 3rd command center delayed here, the engineering base as well, because double barracks were added on after this. Zergling upgrades is the choice here for Damaga as the first medivac from Flash makes its way into the main base.
I don't know if he's going to really get any damage done here. The spore is up, the spine about to finish, 3 queens there. They do zone him right out. No drones at the 3rd. This Hellbat drop so far, not really finding anything.
Another one is loaded. That one has a Widowmine in this time. So 3 Hellbats and a Widowmine he'll have. This could be a little bit more deadly. You can actually take a bit more fights with this. Of course, with the medivacs being able to heal the Hellbats and pick up and whatnot.
Well, let's see. He's going to go hit this 3rd base. Some Hellions coming down for some support as well. That is very hard to clean up, you know, especially with that Widowmine, as you say. It's a much more flexible army. Keeping that just out of range of any larva. Oh, wow.
Used up, though.
Yeah, that's actually, that's a good moment.
In an ideal world, Flash should have probably unborrowed and borrowed it back again.
Certainly, I have to agree. Well, the Lings do come in, get a little bit of a surround, do pull back. Nice micro so far here by Damaga.
Damaga's got a lot of Lings, Artosis. 50,
he does.
50 Lings.
He's got to be careful, though. He could lose a good 30 of those if he doesn't hit this just right. But, ooh, that's good enough, it looks like. Going to be able to clean this up. In fact, even, oh my God, that was the one with both Hellbats in it. Wow. Damaga looking strong, Apollo.
And now he drones towards his 3rd base. Spire's been added on too, but remember, as mentioned, no 3rd command center, no double engineering base, just a bunch of units. Hellbat Marauder, because you've got 2 tech labs coming in, Artosis, 2 Marauders at a time, and this is something else he did in the WCS.
It is. This is exactly like that game against Hiva, but hold on, we almost have 1-1 for Damaga. He's actually trying to engage right now before any more reinforcements get up, but he doesn't have that 1-1 quite yet. The 4 queens coming forward, and look at this. Damaga actually doing a great job.
Couple of units all left over, though. More and more Zerglings are coming out, though. 1 queen stuck at the back, but is just about going to escape there, as Concussion Shells has not been researched. And Damaga now with 2-2 on the way. 1-1's completed for Zerglings. Probably would have been nice if he'd waited for 1-1 there.
It definitely would have helped out a bit, but he did get it before reinforcements and got a medevac, and he's in a good spot. He has a lot of Lings right now, and in fact, that is enough Lings to kill this off, no doubt.
Yeah, with 1-1, they're just tearing through everything here. The Queen's focusing down the medivacs, and Flash is pushed away. And by the way, Artosis, remember that the third command center was not there, only just coming to play. Engineering base only just started.
Oh, God. Dude,
DeMarcus
Flash
got
is...
2-2, like, so far on the way. He's leading this game by a large margin.
Flash, I would call almost anyone else dead right now because, as you say, 2-2 will finish before 1-1 is done. A 4 upgrade advantage in ZVT.
Unbelievable.
Like, that's, you don't even see that because people leave the game before it happens.
Unbelievable what kind of advantage DeMarga has right now. And Flash's first tournament here in Europe is not starting off so well. He's 0-1 down at this moment in this best of 3, in this group, with Harston, with White from Ukraine. And we don't know what Ukraine Zerg players can do. Well, we can with this one, but another one as well that Flash would have to go up against. Things not looking so good here for the ultimate weapon.
Yeah, the ultimate weapon in this game is most certainly DeMarga and his awesome strats. It looks like he might go for, like, basically the same strategy again. He's making a lot of Lings. You know, he does have that Spire, but hasn't made a single Mutalisk yet. Baneling speed is on the way. The Baneling speed's a little bit slow this game, though, to be fair.
All right, well, Flash is trying to keep the pressure up here. He's got units on this third base, but... Oh, missed a bit of a transfuse there, DeMarga. He definitely had enough energy to transfuse that Queen. Could have saved it. But does push back his opponent for now. Mulists have begun Artosis, so he's not going to go for it again.
No, and so it is basically the standard macro game he was talking about before. And if I'm Flash right now, I might be thinking that he's going for the other strategy again because these mutas are late, even in relation to when the Spire finished.
Well, DeMarga seems very happy and content to play with the advantage he's gained himself through defending the multiple waves of aggression from Flash. And with 2-2 done, oh, it's so beautiful, 2-2 over 1-1 here. Not even done yet.
It's pretty fantastic. Like, this fourth base, no problem going to be getting that up.
Yeah.
I also want to say I do like that he's getting +1 carapace, showing that he's going to be ready to fight with the mutas against the actual army itself.
And Zerglings are going to delay that third, as the Mulists do chase this Medivac back. And these 2-2 Zerglings, they're reading the Marines so fast. And it looks like Flash going to take a bit of damage on his own units there as well. DeMarga's making quite a few Zerglings, quite a few Mulists. 4 drones do come in. Where does DeMarga go from this? Does he just go, you know, heavy Mulisk?
I think so, yeah. And as I say that, yeah, he goes for that infestation pit.
He's got a lot of room here to actually go up to the hive compared to usual play.
Certainly. Do you think he's using that to grab a quick 3-3 and a Drell? Or do you think he's actually looking for other tech?
3-3.
Yeah, that's what it's feeling like.
Marauders are already kind of out. There's 5 Marauders out. It doesn't make too much sense to go up to Ultralisk. He'd be far too passive in the game and allow Flash to get back in.
Truth.
And just getting Hive and just getting 3-3 isn't too much of an investment for him. Considering the lead that he has his 4th base down nice and early. It's not going to get touched anytime soon. There's Flashes on the ultimate defense.
Yeah, as long as he starts 3-3 before 3-3 starts for Flash, he maintains an advantage in the game. Let's see, he's on his 4 bases now. He's making 12 more drones, so he's actually going up really high in the drone count, up to 85 total, getting that really sick economy going. The creep spread is starting to look pretty darn good as well.
Yeah,
Flash doesn't have any ways to really attack him.
Well, Flash right now, moving forward, still 2-2 over the 1-1 here for DeMarga, still with an upgrade advantage. And as Flash moves forward, Widowmine's very good on this map because of these filtered, tunneled areas. And a good spread there from Flash as the Hive does begin by DeMarga.
Now this could be the most important push of the game.
If DeMarga was to come with units from the north and come through that ramp area, rather than just filter through one.
Well, he's setting off a lot of these Widow Mines right now. I'd love to see him do that, Paul. He doesn't have really that many units, and Flash just accidentally attacked his own Widow Mine there for a moment. A bit of a mistake. Muta's flying in.
Flash is down in numbers, but he's pushing forward with the intent of a kill, or at least a kill on that 4th base, should I say, as 26 more Zerglings are coming to play. More and more Banelings getting morphed. DeMarga's getting in the position to deal with this. Look, that's not that many units.
It's not. And DeMarga needs to actually crush this, though. His mutas are actually going back to try to stop reinforcements a little bit. Not sure how well that's going to end up working out. He does continue to reduce the army size of Flash over here.
And 2-2 is almost done for Flash, remember. Damaga's got a good window here. Before that 2-2 is done, it's, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds away. If he was to attack within that time.
Well, he's continuing to send in little groups to make sure that Widow Mines aren't too effective. There he goes. He's starting to set up a little bit of a flank at least. The mutas look like they're going to come from a whole nother side as well.
2-2 is seconds away. It's 3 seconds away.
And he's actually hitting just before then. But that hit actually wasn't that good.
And Flash keeps this position on the high ground right above Damaga's fort. Spinecrawl's coming in to help, but here comes Damaga from the south and the north at the same time here as the Baileys, not too many of them, do come in and attack, but Flash is getting pushed away from this location, and Damaga clears this up without too much difficulty.
A 50 supply lead for Damaga right now. He has Adrenal Glands on the way. He started 3-3, plus 2 carapace on his mutas. His 4th base is secured. It's safe for now. Flash has to macro up a little bit more before he really pushes again.
And guys, we have seen Damaga with so many emotional shots when he's beaten players he didn't think he could, and I think this one will go down in the books as well, with him beating MVP and Nesty that one time a couple of years ago.
That's right.
In Korea. Because right now, he's about to do it. He's winning this game by quite a margin.
I think that he's going to be able to take it, to be honest, Apollo. He's got to be careful, though. Flash knows how to come back. His micro and his macro are going to be completely perfect from here. You can see his minerals actually never go above like 200, which doesn't even make sense. It's like it's craziness, man. And Damaga, in the meantime, he's going to have his 3-3. He's going to have his Adrenal Glands. He's making a ton of lings right now. He's eventually going to break through this army. Yeah,
and there's a counterattack here, which is going to force some of the units of Flash to go back and defend. And that's going to cut off the majority of the reinforcements from getting to the main army. And if Damaga was to come as one here with his upgrades, which aren't too way away from finishing...
Well, when those upgrades finish, it's going to be a great moment for him. Flash has not even started his 3-3 yet. These mutas, though, being wasted a little bit, I have to say.
Yeah, not really doing too much there. Flash already has his units waypointed to the main base, and these mutas are pretty much stuck there now. So the mutas are gone in this game. Because he's spent a bit of money on them, plus 2 carapace on the way as well. Not a cheap upgrade.
No, that is for certain. You know...
Oh, nice scan by Flash. He's saying, well, I'm not that far behind in this game. Artimictosis.
No, that's exactly what he's saying. The Artimictosis and all. On those 3 bases, he has to be feeling like there's still some sort of chance here. His medevac count is very nice. Having killed off so many of the mutas, a big part of ZVT nowadays is getting a big muta clump. He's only at 9. He's only at 9 with that plus 2 carapace, as you say, Apollo. It's an expensive upgrade.
When 3-3 is done, though, this will change a lot. But again, the Widow Mines in the position that they're in are in fantastic shape here. Flash is looking to win this game now. He's not getting 3-3. He's piling all his resources into this attack. He wants this attack. Can Damaga do it? 3 seconds away.
Well, this is actually still looking fine for Damaga, I think, Apollo. He's doing a good job holding this back while he waits for that 3-3. He's getting his Ultralisk Cavern. He's going to be able to put his money into something other than small amounts of mutas, which is nice. This creep spread does continue, at least along the bottom side a little bit. And Flash is going to be mined out pretty soon.
If Ultralisks come to play, the game will end instantly. The game's still in Damaga's favor by quite a bit as he's attacking now. He looks like he's going to attack with his 3-3 over 2-2. Flash is prepared. Flash is spread out, but it doesn't seem like he has the numbers here. Is this when Damaga beats Flash 2-0?
It looks like it, Apollo. He has 0 Widow Mines. He may have 15 medevacs, but only 4 Marines right now. And Damaga rolling to victory. GG. Damaga takes out Flash. Oh, my God.
And, of course, he's happy, and everyone's clapping behind it. A big win here for Damaga. And, of course, the DreamHack Open, Bucharest. What a big win for him in Group Stage 2. 2-0 over Flash.
Let this be a lesson to the world. Never underestimate Damaga.
Flash just lost 2-0 versus Damaga, and he now must play against Harston and White.
Dangerous players, both. Okay, Day 9, why don't you go ahead and give us a little interview with him? Oh.
Hey guys, I am here with Damaga after he took out Flash 2-0. I mean, obviously he's ecstatic. Everyone, I'm sure, I mean, we know that Dimaga's an incredibly solid player, but a 2-0 over Flash, that is an amazing feat. And, you know, Flash is obviously one of those top Korean players that we anticipated would do extremely well at this tournament, so this is just an incredible result. And Dimaga, how are you feeling right now?
I'm just really happy that my plans works, what I was preparing for this. So yeah, I'm really happy about this.
Well, you know, in game one, we saw this like a very innovative strategy that you use with your fast overseers. Is this something that you've been planning specifically against the Korean Terrans that you knew you would face here?
It's just really cool against standard Terrans like Flash, like other top European Terrans. So I figure out this is a really good strategy. So I just prepare this for Terrans.
Well, is this a strategy that you came up with by yourself, or is it something that you've been making with other people, or how did you come up with the strategy?
Yeah, just by myself.
That's incredible. Well, like I'm so excited for you. Obviously, can you just walk us through game two and how that went?
Yeah, game two was like I was afraid of 2 Rex because I saw very fast SCV scouting. So I make pull 15 very fast and like few Zerglings, but then I see with overseer CC first, so it's like standard game. And next point I was trying harass with 8 links, and next point I scouted no CC third, so I see starport and armory, so I know it's Hellbat drop, so I just defended and get advantage, and then I just run over him.
Yeah, I remember watching the game and I saw that you got the medevac that had both Hellbats in it after defending the dropper very well. Well, at what point in that second game did you think, wow, I just beat Flash 2-0?
Yeah, exactly. Just wow.
Wait, I mean, at what point did you feel that way?
When, you mean?
Yeah, at what point in the game were you like, wow, I think I just beat Flash 2-0?
Just after GG.
Just after GG. So up till that moment, you were like, I need to keep fighting, I need to keep fighting.
Exactly.
Great. Well, that's an amazing feat. Obviously, many people are talking about this tournament as being one of the hardest tournaments of StarCraft 2 to date. How did you feel going into this tournament?
Just the same. I was thinking I will just try play my best, that's all.
Well, I think that's a really good mentality to have, as many players that I've talked to have talked about how, they don't want to approach this tournament as being too special, or these players as being completely different, because that messes up how they approach the players and makes them nervous. So I think that's a very great mentality to have. Now it looks like you're just on a great momentum. You're going to just keep going. Is there any player that you're kind of scared to face?
Every single Koreans and even Europeans guys are very strong right now. I'm losing a lot in the ladder. It's no secret. I have like 50-50 win ratio, but still this is a tournament, so I will try to do my best.
Well, you just took out Flash 2-0, so it seems like there's no stopping you. I mean, do you just want to ride this momentum to the finals, hopefully?
I don't think so, but I will try my best, as I said.
Well, congrats again on your game. Is there anything you want to say to your fans?
Just cheer for Foreigners, guys.
Well, there you have it. That's Dimaga after he beats Flash 2-0. Keep cheering for him. As it seems at this rate, he's just going to keep, killing those Koreans. So congrats again to you. That's it for this.